In this video, we'll be talking about how to cut and sew a simple circle dress, just like you are seeing on your screen. Actually, I made this circle dress as inner for Iro and Buba that I uploaded in my previous tutorial. If you've not seen that tutorial, you should check it out. It is a detailed video on how to cut and sew Iro and Buba if you need to know more about that. The link is displaying right now on your screen and it will also be down in the description box. Inner for a transparent fabric Iro and Buba are sewn as a circle dress if the person wants you to be very free, or probably the person that you are sewing that Iro and Buba for, or that you are sewing this inner for, is pregnant. So in this video we're going to be talking about how to cut and sew a simple circle dress. Right here is the fabric that I used. Depending on the length that you want to achieve, in my case I used 3 yards of this doll face satin. You are going to be folding your fabric on bias, and the basic measurement you need to know at the back of your mind is the full length, the shoulder and the armhole, then the person's bust. My name is Oluwatosin. In case this is my first video that you are coming across and you're welcome to my channel, please consider subscribing. To all my returning subscribers, you're also welcome. Like I mentioned earlier, we'll be folding our fabric on bias just like this, like a 90-degree flip. The next is to figure out your starting point, and to do this you divide the person's shoulder by 2. Whatever you get, make sure that you had at least 1.5 inch, 2 to 1.5 inch. So this person's back is 16 divided by 2 gives me 8, but instead of marking 8, instead of measuring 8, I'll measure 10. Then that is going to be my starting point. So I measured 10 now, and then I drew a straight line on that point. From that point you measure your full length. I measured the full length across the whole of my fabric that is on fold of 2, and I added 1 inch allowance for folding it down. Now coming back to the starting point, you will divide the shoulder by 2, you mark that. Then the armhole divided by 2, you mark that as well. There's no need adding any allowance to the shoulder in this case because obviously our dress does not have a sleeve. For the neckline, this person wants the neck very wide. So I used 4.5, that's 9 by 5, and I made it a round neck and I cut it out. This is just for the front. You're going to place this in another fabric to cut for the back. Then I slanted the shoulder by ½ inch. This same way you have cut for the front is still the same way you cut for the back. Like I said, I used this as inner for Iro and Buba. So I'm just trying to put my Buba on top to be sure that the neckline that I've cut inside this circle dress is not higher than the neckline on my Buba. I hope that's clear. The next is to face the right side of both panels, I mean front and back panels together, and then you stitch the shoulder line, the 2 shoulder lines. You fold the neckline neatly, then you fold the armhole as well. This is the piece that I used in folding the neckline and folding the armhole instead of bias. But if you have access to bias, you can as well use bias. I just cut this out. I made it 2 inches wide. I folded it into 2. I used my pressing iron to like secure my fold down first before taking it to the machine. Then to join my shoulder line, instead of starting with right side facing right side the normal way we join, I started with the wrong side facing the wrong side first. I stitched it with like 1/4 inch, and then I flipped it to right side facing right side before stitching, so that the rough edges can be concealed in between the 2 stitch. I hope what I'm trying to say is clear. If instead of weaving to make that place appear, like to make the shoulder line appear as neat as possible. So when I was done joining the shoulder, I used that piece that I've cut out to turn the neckline the normal way you would use bias to turn the neckline. That was the same thing I did. After turning the neckline, I folded the armhole still with that piece of fabric. If at this point you are still with me and you've not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing, and don't just subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that you get notified when next I upload a new video. on this channel. So when I was done folding the neckline and folding the armhole, the next thing to do is just to shape. So right side has to face right side before you shape, and you measure the armhole just like I'm doing. I divided the armhole by 2. I measured that at this point. I marked that, and I just used 1 inch to shape it straight down. Before shaping, I already folded the down of my dress. I folded the front panel separately and the back panel separately before shaping. Then flip it to the other side and you shape. Just divide the armhole by 2. You mark that and you just stitch it straight down with just 1 inch. After all being said and done, this is my simple circle dress. This dress is used as an inner for Iru and Buba that I uploaded a video of it previously. If you're interested in seeing that video, the link is down in the description box. If you have any question, don't forget to ask me down in the comment section, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.